Growing up, I was a die-hard Linkin Park fan. Their first album, Hybrid Theory, is still one of the best alternative rock nu metal albums to ever grace human ears. And Meteor, sonic perfection. They had a style, one that I knew and I loved. Then they dropped Minutes to Midnight. At first, I hated it. I was like, what is this shit? But after a second listen, I realized it was brilliant. They tried something new, and it worked. Which brings me to the Kimber R7 series. Kimber is synonymous with 1911s. So when I first heard they were making striker-fired guns, I had the same reaction I did with that Linkin Park album. What is this shit? But after shooting the R7 Mako, I realized it was good. Like, really good. So naturally, I was curious about what would happen if they took that formula and made something bigger. A Kimber R7 on steroids. And now, they've done it with the R7 Carbon Compact. But this isn't just a bigger R7 Mako. No, this thing has had its Wheaties and been dipped in Captain America's super soldier serum. Kimber took what was already a great gun and gave it the carbon fiber treatment. And the result? A gun that's stronger, lighter, and let's be honest, pretty damn good looking. Let's start with the star of the show, that carbon fiber infused frame. Kimber decided to mix polymer with carbon fiber, and the result is a frame that's absurdly strong and somehow still weighs less than my morning coffee. To put that in perspective, the Carbon Compact weighs 19.5 ounces. The Glock 19, a porky 23.65 ounces. So yeah, if you say carbon fiber in any context, I'm going to start drooling because I'm a car guy. But it's not just about being lighter. The grip on this thing, pure wizardry. Kimber has somehow found a way to make holding this gun feel like a handshake with the deity. The front indentation and shallow relief cut for your middle finger practically forces your hand right up against the short beaver tail. It's like the gun wants to be held. Combine that with the textured granulated grip, and you've got a tactile masterpiece. I'm not kidding, it's intoxicating how good it feels. Before you finish watching this video, a word from our sponsor. Have you ever thought about making a living in the firearms industry? If you enjoy gun repair, ballistics, and learning about firearms, Sonoran Desert Institute's online courses might just be a good fit for you. To find out more, visit sdi.edu or call 480-999-4767 today. All the ammo used in this video was brought to you by Nosler, maker of the most innovative, most accurate, and most effective bullets and ammunition in the industry. Now, here's the thing about the R7 Carbon Compact. It's not the softest shooting gun in the world, but the magic is in the ergonomics. See, when I'm shooting, I don't think, oh, this is so silky, smooth, and soft. Nope. Instead, I feel like I'm locked into the gun. Doesn't matter what the recoil is doing, I'm staying on target. The grip design makes it feel like this gun is an extension of my hand, and with a thumb shelf at the front, I can maintain that grip through everything. The beauty of this setup is that it makes the gun point so naturally. When I talk about instinctive shooting, this is what I mean. I can fire without even using my sights. When you see me doing those fast shot bill drills, that's not precision sight work. That's pure point shooting. And it's easy with this gun. I never have to adjust my grip, which is something I have to do with other guns sometimes. It's like Kimber designed the R7 Carbon Compact specifically for me. And I'll take it. Sure, it's not the softest shooting gun in the world, but I really don't care. The combination of that ergonomic design, the natural pointability, and a grip that just sticks to your hand makes this gun incredibly easy to control. I'm not fighting it, I'm running it fast. Now, let's talk about the trigger. Because Kimber did something interesting here, it's what I like to call a rolling trigger. Most of the time I prefer a trigger with a nice bit of take up front, a clear wall, and a crisp break. But the R7 Carbon Compact has a rolling trigger. You just kind of roll through it. And let me tell you, from my experience, guns with this rolling style trigger tend to shoot fast as hell. If you're like me and you love to run and gun, this trigger is a dream. Sure, for precision shooting, I tend to prefer that traditional wall and brake trigger for those nice, clean, accurate shots. But when it comes to just tearing it up, especially in a defensive scenario where speed matters, this rolling trigger might actually be better. The version I have comes loaded with features. Night sights, check. Threaded barrel, check. Ambidextrous controls, check. It's optics ready too, so feel free to throw on whatever red dot you prefer. Kimber even threw in a rail for light. But here's where it gets kind of annoying. It has 15 round magazines that sit flush. And yeah, while 15 rounds is typically fine for everyday carry, I want to talk to Kimber directly. You see, I need extended magazines. Give me 18 rounds or give me sleepless nights. 15 is nice, but I need something beefier for home defense. And when you run the 15 round magazine, sometimes I wonder if I've actually seated the magazine because the magwell, which is a damn good magwell actually, but the problem is it sits almost too flush. So, Kimber, could you please come out with some extended magazines for this gun? Thank you. The R7 Carbon Compact sits in that perfect Goldilocks zone of firearm sizes. It's small enough to conceal easily, big enough to handle home defense, and just right for a fun day at the gun range. Kimber nailed it with this one. This is a do-it-all gun. The one gun for everything kind of deal. Just again, please, extended magazines, please. The Kimber R7 Carbon Compact is like that third Linkin Park album. It's different, but in the best way possible. Kimber took their R7 Mako and made it stronger, faster, and just all around better, if you ask me. If you're looking for a mid-sized carry gun that can do it all, the R7 Carbon Compact should be on your list. It's a serious performer with style, and honestly, I'm impressed. Now, if only Kimber could get those extended mags. One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.